path of life can be hard at times. We carry weights we can't see. A lot of them come from strong views. These ideas keep us from being at peace with ourselves. But there is a way to be free. Ancient knowledge can teach us a lot. It shows us how to get rid of these layers that hold us back. Let's look into these freeing facts. Find out how to get back to your normal state of calm. You have the power to change how you view life. A lot of the time, we hold on to a story about ourselves. We put up walls around this idea of me. We describe ourselves by what we've done. We describe ourselves by what we've done wrong. Our relationships, the things we own, and even the mistakes we've made in the past shape who we are. This fixed view of myself causes a lot of pain. We feel broken when these meanings are thrown out by life. We think we should always be the same. We believe we need to live up to certain names. This puts a lot of pressure on things. Picture a river that flows easily. It doesn't stick to the water that went by. It doesn't care about the water that's still to come. It's just the flow itself. We're a lot like that water. We are not a fixed thing. We are a process that changes. We are always changing. Our pasts shape us, but they don't make us who we are at our core. The things we think and feel come and go. They are not who we are at our core. They are just visiting for a short time. We feel a huge amount of freedom when we understand this. We're not tied down by the people we were in the past. Our plans for the future don't hold us back. With an open heart, we can welcome change. We can change with the times. I don't think we'll lose who we are as we learn and grow. This is where real strength comes from. It comes from understanding that you are more than the labels you wear. It's not about jobs. There is no clear idea about it. You're not your job title. You are not your place in society. You're not even your thoughts. All of these things show up in the place that you are. That which is aware is you. Getting rid of this set sense of self-identity brings a lot of peace. It makes real communication possible. It lets you live an honest life. You don't care as much about protecting an image. You pay more attention to each moment. You are now free to just be. This change frees us in a deep way. It lets in a lot of happiness. It brings real deep peace into your life. Accept that who you are is always changing. This really brings peace. It frees you from the limits you put on yourself. Your true nature has no limits. We often think that happiness is just out of reach. We believe it will come with the next deal. We think it will lead to a new relationship. We believe it depends on getting certain things. We keep going after these outside goals. This makes you want things over and over again. We are constantly unhappy with our lives. This is what we think will bring us mental peace. We might feel short-lived happiness if everything goes as planned. In the event that they don't, we feel very let down. When our wants aren't met, we suffer. This pain is not caused by not having the thing. It comes from our need to have it. It comes from being set in our ways about how life should be. Think about squeezing sand together in your fist. It slips through your fingers more the tighter you grip it. In the same way, the more we stick to our wants, the more pain we cause. Getting what you want doesn't make you truly happy. It happens when you stop wanting things to be a certain way. It comes from being at peace with the present moment, no matter what it holds. This doesn't mean giving up on all your goals. It means going after them with an open hand. Being ready to accept whatever happens is what it means. You can work tough. You can work to get better, but the result shouldn't change how you feel inside. You become free when you let go of attachments. You are no longer thrown around by the ups and downs of life. You'll be able to handle difficulties better. Right now, you can be grateful for what you have. This makes me feel very thankful. It makes you feel a quiet joy. It is a joy that doesn't change based on what's going on around you. You already have this joy inside you. This knowledge shows us how to change our attention. We don't look for happiness outside. Instead, we make it happen inside. We learn to be happy with things that are easy. Everyday things give us a lot of depth. This changes the way we feel about life. It gives you a permanent peace of mind. Life is full of changes all the time. Things change all the time. Our bodies get old. Our connections change over time. Things change for us. Even the things we think and feel are temporary. Still, we often fight against this basic truth. We hold on to what we know. We're afraid of change and loss. We want things to stay the same. This resistance is very painful. We aren't ready for when change comes, which it always does. We think things aren't fair. The normal flow of life is something we fight against. Think about a tree leaf. It blooms in the spring, grows quickly in the summer, changes color in the fall, and finally falls in the winter. It doesn't try to change its own cycle. It's just taking part. In the same way, our lives are made up of circles. Beginnings, middles, and ends are all there. Accepting this beat is what it means to embrace impermanence. Being aware that happiness and sadness are only temporary is what it means. It means enjoying each moment as it comes up, knowing that it will end. In this case, acceptance does not turn into apathy. You'll value life more after doing it. You enjoy something more when you know it won't last forever. You enjoy having it there. You don't hold it tight. You become less attached to it, staying around. This point of view helps us deal with our loss. What we do helps us deal with problems. It helps us remember that hard times will end too. We can let go of our regrets about the past. It keeps us from worrying about what will happen. We can really live in the present. It's possible to go with the flow of life instead of against it. This makes me feel very peaceful. It makes you stronger. It helps us change and get better. We change into willow trees that bend with the wind instead of breaking. Realizing that things change over time frees us from needless pain. It helps us see the beauty in everything. It helps us enjoy the dance of life's changes. We often think we're in charge of everything around us. We try to change what happens. We try to tell other people how they should act. We make plans for every part of our lives. This deeply held opinion makes me very angry all the time. Life is naturally hard to plan for. There are many things that are out of our control. We can't change the weather, other people's decisions, or events that come up out of the blue. Anxiety happens when we try to control things that we can't. They make you feel stressed. They lead to deep sadness. It takes a lot of work to steer a ship in a storm when the rudder is broken. Think about a gardener. They can get the ground ready. The seeds can be planted. They can take care of and water. However, they can't stop the rain. They can't make the sun go away. They can't get rid of bugs or diseases. It's smart to plant with nature instead of against it. In the same way, we can act skillfully. We can plan. We can do our best to reach our goals. But we also need to be aware of how little power we have. We have to give up and go with the flow of life. Giving up is not what this surrender means. It's about giving up fighting that doesn't help. It's about accepting things that we can't change. This lets us use our energy in the best way possible. We can focus on the things that really matter. We can handle how we react on our own. We can develop inner calm no matter what is going on around us. We can find peace when we stop fighting the truth. We let go of the need to be in charge of everything. We find a new kind of freedom. We learn how to change. We get better at making do. We come to trust that things will work out the way they should. In a new way, this gives us power. It frees us from always having to control what happens. It helps us find peace even when things are going crazy. Accepting this fact brings a lot of peace. When we're hurt, our first thought is often to find someone to blame. We put the blame on other people for our misery. We say that our problems are caused by outside forces. We blame the past for the problems we're having now. This focus on the outside world keeps us stuck. It makes us weak. It keeps us from coming up with answers on our own. When you blame, you end up being hurt. You wait for things to change in the outside world. You wait for other people to act differently. Before you can feel peace, you have to wait for things to get better. This waiting never ends. Picture someone standing outside in the rain. They say the sky is to blame for the rain. They say bad things about the clouds. They want the sun to come out. There is rain, but they won't put on a coat. They refuse to go search for safety. They are still soaked and unhappy. Real strength comes from knowing that you have control over your life. It starts when you realize that you are responsible for your own personal experience. Some people may do things that hurt you. Unfortunate things may happen. But you always get to choose how you feel about these things. You decide what they mean to you. You decide how to answer. This change in point of view is life-changing. You go from being a victim to making something. You get your inner peace back. You pay attention to what you can change. You are in charge of your thoughts. You have power over how you feel. You have power over what you do. This doesn't mean ignoring problems from outside. It means not letting them decide how you feel inside. It means building up your strength. It means getting strong on your own. You are free when you stop blaming others. You stop reacting as much. You learn to be more picky. You find a deep source of inner strength. This way will get you real freedom. It gives you the strength to get through any problem. It brings about deep emotional peace. It helps you make your life better from the inside out. We often stick to what we believe. We believe that what we believe is the only truth. We are sure when we say something is right or wrong, good or bad. This rigidity leads to disagreement. It leads to fights. It keeps us from getting a new understanding. We don't listen when we are sure we are right. We no longer learn. We stop being ready to look at things from other points of view. This rigidity of the mind causes a lot of pain. It leads to fights. It hurts relationships. We can't think of anything else around it. Think about a river that wants to run in a straight line. It would keep running into things. It wouldn't bend with the land's natural shape. A smart river bends and turns. It finds a way around things that are in its way. It changes with the land. Our thoughts should flow like that water. They need to be open and able to change. They need to be ready to change. It feels freeing to know that your point of view is just one of many. It lets for subtlety. It makes understanding possible. It makes real conversation possible. You can keep your thoughts to yourself. You can say them without having to persuade other people. You can listen without judging. You can learn from different points of view. This doesn't mean giving up on your ideals. It means to hold them with knowledge and modesty. It means realizing that the truth isn't always simple. It has many parts. It isn't always true. You can find happiness when you let go of your strong beliefs. You are less likely to get angry or upset. You learn to understand more. You connect with other people better. Having this thought space helps you feel calm inside. It helps you handle differences with style. It makes it easier for you to get along with others. It takes away the stress of having to be right all the time. This makes real peace possible. A lot of the time, our thoughts wander off from the present. We think about the things we wish we had done differently in the past. We talk about old things again. We remember terrible things. Another way is to look into the future. We're scared of what might happen. We make complex plans and fears. This non-stop going back and forth in our minds takes away our life. The past is over. That time has not yet come. This very moment is the only real truth we ever know. It's sad to be stuck in the past. We feel bad about it. We're mad. We feel anxious when we think about the future all the time. We're scared. There is fear in our hearts. We miss how full of variety things are right now. Imagine trying to read a book where you have to flip back and forth between pages all the time. You'll never fully understand the story. You would miss the story as it developed. In this part, things are happening in real life. We learn how to be present from the wisdom teachings. It means to pay attention to what is in front of us. To notice our breath is to do this. It means being aware of our bodies. It means paying attention to our surroundings. Not thinking about the past or the future at all is not what this practice is about. History can teach us things. We can make plans for tomorrow, but the present should always be our home. We keep coming back to it. We feel alive when we are fully present. We feel stable. We feel like we belong. No matter what comes up, we can handle it well. We're not lost in our own thoughts. We are involved with the real world. This makes me feel very calm, adding to our happiness. It lets us live our lives to the fullest. It frees us from the chains of worry and regret. This small change brings a lot of peace. It lets us really live. Our minds are trained to put things into groups. We give things good or bad names. People are either friends or foes to us. Situations are either successes or failures for us. This dualistic way of thinking makes things separate. It makes things worse. It limits how we see the world. We make the world rigid when we judge. We forget that everything is linked to everything else. We miss the little things. We don't see how complicated each person and situation really is. This constant judging wears us down. We feel bad when we think about it. We can't find real peace because of it. Imagine that you could only see black or white in a painting. The bright colors would be missed. The soft shades would be missed. You would miss the small details. Being alive is a work of art with endless colors. Wisdom asks us to go beyond these judgments. It asks us to look past the labels. It tells us to accept everything as it is. This doesn't mean agreeing with actions that hurt others. That is, it means knowing what is really going on. It means seeing that everyone is more than their differences. In this case, it means realizing that opposites often have parts of each other. Without darkness, there is no light. You can't fully know joy without knowing sorrow. We open our hearts when we let go of dualistic judgments. We teach people to be kind. We help people understand. We have a better view of the world. We become more accepting. We become less reactive. This mental spaciousness allows for profound inner calm. It frees us from the burden of constant evaluation. It transforms our relationships with others. It transforms our relationship with ourselves. We find a deeper sense of unity. This makes a strong peace that lasts. We can really connect with the rest of the world through it. I'll be happy when is something we often tell ourselves. We depend on outside things to make us happy. We believe that peace will come when we have more money. We believe it will happen once we find the right person to be with. We think it depends on the job or the ideal situation. This makes peace a hard goal to reach. It connects how we feel inside to how things are changing around us. Real peace can't rely on things happening. It will always be weak if it depends on outside things. When those things change, it will go away. Picture a clear sky. It's always there, even when clouds hide it. We can think of the clouds as our problems and fears. They come and go. But the sky and the huge space are still there. That clear sky shows how peaceful we are inside. It is the way we are by nature. It can always be reached. We don't earn or achieve it. We find something by letting go of what is blocking it. This knowledge shows us how to find peace inside ourselves. It means being aware that you always have the power to be peaceful. It's not a gift from outside. It's an inside finding. At any time, you can choose peace. You can stay relaxed even when things are going crazy. It takes work to do this. It takes effort on your part. You can always get it though. When you take limits off of peace, it stays with you all the time. It's no longer a light feeling. It is a deep state of being that lasts. You become strong. You can't be moved. You calm down yourself and other people around you. This peace that doesn't depend on anything changes everything. It helps you handle the tough things in life with style. It gives you a deep sense of freedom. Giving yourself this gift is the best thing you can do. We often try to reach an impossible goal. We think we have to be perfect to be good enough. We're sure that our work is good enough. We are very hard on ourselves when we think we've done something wrong. This never-ending quest for perfection causes a lot of stress. Self-criticism grows because of it. It causes people to put things off and become paralyzed. It's so scary to fail that sometimes we don't even start. We are always comparing ourselves to other people. We always feel like we're not good enough. This need to be perfect is a heavy thing to carry. The innovation is stifled. It stops real change from happening. Think about a kid who is starting to walk. They fall down. They drop. They try a lot of times. There is no way they would take a single step until they could walk properly. Still, they learn by falling and then getting back up again. We learn and change throughout our lives. We are all flawed people. We are all on a path to keep getting better. Wisdom systems tell us to accept that we are not perfect. They tell us to do our best and not worry about what will happen. They tell us that making mistakes is a way to learn. They don't mean you're not good enough. You can be free when you let go of the need to be perfect. You treat yourself better. You become more brave in what you do. In life, you become more true to yourself. You can be brave. You can try new things. You can grow without being slowed down by standards that are too high. This change helps you be kind to yourself. It helps people be creative. It makes you stronger. You're fine just the way you are. Your work is good enough. You're making enough progress. This understanding gives me a deep sense of peace. It lets you live your whole life. That way, you can enjoy the trip as well as the destination. Accept your beautiful, flawed self. Right now, find peace.